Hola, bom dia, and welcome to this week's video from Portugaldreamzzz. We've got quite a few bits to show you. The builders have been getting on really well. Steve's fitted a boiler in the kitchen so that we can have hot showers in the outside bathroom, and he's been painting the outside bathroom as well. So hopefully that'll be a little bit tidier soon. It's just a temporary, just until we actually install the bathrooms inside the houses themselves. I'd like to say a big thank you to all our new subscribers. We have got quite a few over the last couple of weeks, and also thank you to all our present subscribers who support us and comment often. It's really great. We love reading the comments, and also it does help our videos. This week we've also been sponsored by Laser, so a big thank you to them as well. They've sent us a laser leveller, which Steve's had much fun playing with. Yeah, it's going to be great, so we'll show you that as well as we go along in the video. So if you'd like to come along with us now and see what we've been up to this week.
And as it's been a little difficult for me to get on with any work while the builders have been here, I'm just going to start doing a bit now. We've got the bathroom to paint out. We're only going to use it as a temporary, so we're not going to go mad with it. So all we intend to do is paint the walls. I'm going to take all the wall furniture down, the bars and things like that, put a new shower in, and yeah, just leave it as it is then, just paint it out. I think we've shown you before, it's got some big cracks in it and what have you. I'm just going to put a bit of sealant in them just so it can smooth over a little bit. Other than that, that's all it's getting. The baths, paint's lifting, you can see a bubble there and it's lifting at the bottom. I'm thinking of just knocking that out and then spraying it with some sort of hammerite type paint just to reseal it. Don't know whether it'll work, but it is only a temporary, because as we say, as soon as we can get the builders out of the way, one of my first jobs is to start building the bathrooms in the houses. So yeah, we don't want to spend a lot of money putting new baths in, new taps and things like that, so it's just clean up in here. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take these old towel rails down. They're just held on with 4 screws. Hopefully they'll all come out like that one. That was quite easy. Just leave that one in there because it'll hold the weight and stop it spinning while I'm trying to take it down. Just so anybody knows who was watching last week's videos, we put the insulation on the back of these metal doors and it's made quite a lot of difference. So if anybody's got metal doors and it's getting a bit hot, the door gets hot, radiates the heat in, it certainly works. And you can get the same sort of stuff in most places. It's like silver bubble wrap, they call it super wrap, I think is the one we're using. I think you can get many, loads of other types, so yeah. Also, I'm just going to take the bit down what holds the shower nozzle, because we'll put like a riser rail in, I think. Yeah, if we don't do that, we'll find something that has a different holder onto that, because I think fixed ones are a little bit awkward myself. If I put them in for me, then they're a bit high for Debbie, and as you probably know, girls don't always wash their hair and don't always want to get it wet. So yeah, and then we've just got one more rail that's very similar. Yeah, a bit more awkward to get into. Somebody's put a bit of sealant in there, I think, and it's stuck in there. Might have been better using a short screw as well. So that don't look like it's going to come off. So I was a bit concerned about that, so I did bring a trusty weapon with me. I'm just going to tap them so they're loose. Yeah, they're loose. The only other thing to come down is these shower rings. They're horrible, they're mouldy. We'll clean the rail up if we can. As I say, we don't want to be spending too much money. We've got some spare shower rings somewhere, so we'll put them up with the different shower with the shower curtain. And yeah, when we've got it all painted out white, which is what we're going to do, just paint it white. It should brighten the place up, just make it a bit more comfortable and user friendly, really. Yeah, so that's where we're going. These cracks in the wall are quite deep. All I'm going to do is put a little bit of decorator's sealer down these, just to blend them in a little bit. Spider runs and things like that, so yeah, it's probably worth doing. I'm just going to do that now. So as you can probably see, I've squirted some in there. I haven't blended it in at all yet. I'm just going to get some gloves, some rubber gloves or something like that. I'm just going to get some latex gloves, just wet my fingers and just rub it in, and it'll blend it a bit. I need some anyway to take some of this stuff down what's here. So down the bottom here we have some really big holes. Running up near the pipe, so here. So we'll just get some in there. Bit awkward with one hand while I'm holding the camera and shaking. But you get the general idea. And I found with these, where I filled it, just have some rubber gloves type thing, wet them and just give it a rub round in a circle. It tends to just blend them in a bit. I'd be a bit more careful if we were keeping this open. It wasn't such rough walls, but you know, it's just a do that, just smooths it over. Need plenty of water on. Oh, that's that. And hopefully that's made the spider holes and things filled in. I'll just put the cistern top back on. And then we'll get it painted. So that should do it for now. I'm going to clean this rail up. We're going to use exterior waterproof paint on here, masonry paint like they use on the outside of the houses. So it should give it a bit of protection from just showering. And as I say, it's temporary, so we don't want to tile it or anything like that. Good coat of that sort of paint, seal round, and a shower curtain, and Bob's your uncle. Apart from we have no hot water at the moment, we're just looking into what we're going to do there.
tree's laden with plums. Beautiful colours. That one will go to the chickens. Look at that. Just picked a few for us and a few for the chickens.
We better get down here and get some off to freeze them. So I've just had this parcel delivered from a company called Portugal. It's a laser level, so I'll just unbox it, see what it's like. So it comes in a nice little carrying case. And yeah, it's neatly packaged. We have a manual, battery, which shows it's full, so it's got a level indicator on the battery, with two batteries actually, and they both look full. Charging lead, this looks like a stand. Yeah, nice stand, adjustable, screw threaded onto the laser itself, laser unit itself, and possibly magnetic as well. It's got a couple of strips down there. I'll have a look and see if it is in a minute. It's well tight in the box, so won't get damaged through carting about. And that's the unit itself. It's a 3D laser, puts out like different sets of lines, horizontal and vertical. I think it's a wraparound as well. So we'll just put a battery in it and just see what it does. So it has quite a lot of different modes. It does self-level, although I'm only holding it in my hand just to show the lines. But they're very bright. They're very good for lining tiles up, fitting worktops, kitchen units, that sort of thing. So the mounting, what comes with this level, is also magnetic. And it's then adjustable for height on things. It has a hole for a hanger if you wanted to hang it on a wall, and it also has two different size mountings for tripods, and it also mounts to its own bracket, which is height adjustable by the wheels on the side. So it's going to be very handy for me when I do fitting kitchen units, tiling, any jobs really what need a spirit level type thing. This will make the job a lot easier. I'll show you why. So as you can see, it's bright green lines. It does a 360 round your room. And it has a self-leveling function. Just see if I can show you that. So you watch the line, it'll level itself up. And it's good because if you put it on a surface where it's too far out, it then flashes the line to tell you that it's out of spec. So you can just pop it back down, get it into a level area, and it puts you a nice line out. There's also functions where you can turn off certain lines for, if you only want a horizontal or you only want one vertical line, because it does do two. Just step back a bit so I can show you that. So as you can see, there's two vertical lines and across in the ceiling, which would give you a point in there if you needed that for something. Just a vertical line, just a horizontal line, which would be handy for worktops, that sort of thing. Vertical line on its own, and all three, which gives you a 3D round your room. Probably see from there. So if you needed to get a fixed point somewhere, it'd be very easy to find. So that's the LaserGo laser leveler. It would be a great addition to my toolkit, and I think it'd be a good one to yours as well. If you'd like to purchase one, there is a link below and a discount code, and we'll put that down in the description.
So we now have an Amazon affiliate link, which means that if you purchase the LaserGo laser or any other product and you use that link, we get a very small commission, which does help our channel. It doesn't cost you anything extra, you just pay for the product, there's nothing else added on the top of it, but as I say, it does help us greatly. So if you could follow the link, that'd be great.
So that's the back wall over the bath painted with waterproof paint. Just take the masking tape off soon, and then I'll paint up to that with just some normal emulsion. But while I've been doing it, I've just realised that I really needed to do the bath side and bottom as well in waterproof, so I'm going to do that now. So I've just taken the masking tape off down the bath side, bath wall, and it has bled through a little bit, but on the whole it's pretty good, I think. Yeah, we'll paint up to that with normal emulsion. So as you can see, I've remasked the wall further down and across the floor and painted round the edges. Now I'm just going to get on and infill the rest of it there, and then I'm going to do the same at the end of the bath. As you can see, it's probably quite a big brush, but the paint doesn't go very far. So I'll just get on and finish that and then show you it after. So while the builders are here, I'm Doing a little bit of decorating in the bathroom, as you've probably seen earlier on the video. The difference in colour on the walls here is because this is waterproof masonry type paint and the rest just an emulsion. We're actually going to put a new shower in, just so we can use down here, so we just thought we'd tidy the place up a bit. Obviously this is the walls as they were. You can see real dull grey concrete, very oppressive, but we're just brightening up a bit. Still got sort of tins of paint and what have you, because I haven't got it finished yet.
So look at these melons. They've come on in just a few days. They've grown like an inch a day. Grown from seed, from the melon that the farmer gave me next door last year. And we've got another one here as well. That's quite big. I don't think it's going to be very long before we're going to be eating these melons, which I'm really pleased about, because the last melon I bought in Lidl was about €7.50.
That's my hand. Doing quite well. Yeah, about half. Yeah, they're doing quite well. Two more just down here. And then at the far side of the bed we've got some more. I'll just go down there. So this side of the bed we have quite a big one there. And going into the other bed, which used to be where the lettuce were, they've jumped over and we've got two growing there. There is also one on the floor down here. I'm surprised it's surviving, but yeah, they seem to have gone all over the place. We did put too many in. We didn't really think they'd grow anything because they were ones Debbie had done from seed, as she said before, I think. Yeah, we're doing well.
So this is today's haul. I've had to pick all these because they're just getting too big and heavy for the plants. And this is today's tomatoes. So a lot of those I'll freeze that we don't use fresh, and obviously give some away as well.
So this morning I'm just going to have a go at fitting this boiler. It's a plug-in one, and then just two pipes to it, just to give us some hot water as a temporary measure while we get the rest of the building sorted, because we've never had hot water since we've been here. And yeah, we're going to try and use the bathroom a bit more down the bottom rather than the caravan, so I'm just going to get that hung on the wall if we can. So I've just marked and levelled my positions for the holes that I'm going to put in, and I'm just going to drill them with the SDS drill, which is that one. I'm just going to do a couple of pilot holes with a small drill, and then make them bigger with another drill after that, because the bolts are quite big. So this is one of the hooks what mount it to the wall, just to give you an idea. That's the size relative to my finger. So yeah, they are quite big. Let's see if we can get them anchored in. And as you probably saw, I've made a couple of little baskets to catch the dust, as I normally do. usually catches about 90% of it, so yeah, it's not too bad. It saves a lot of clearing up after and a lot of dust blowing about, but you just got to go a bit slow with the drilling. So because this wall's Tijolo, one of these holes has gone straight into one of the middle of the blocks where the holes are. I've filled it and then I've just pushed this hook into it. I'm going to leave it to dry for probably, well, good 4 or 5 hours, and then I'm tightening it up. Yeah. So this morning we're just going to continue trying to put this boiler on the wall. So I've just lifted it up and hooked it on the walls. It's a bit bigger than what I thought it was, sticks out a bit more than what we wanted it to. And it's a bit close to heads when we're going to use the taps. Trouble is we wanted the back wall across there for some shelving. And it is really only going to be a temporary one. Hopefully when we get the proper water system in after the builders have gone, it will get moved or yeah, get sold on. So that's the tank up and running and bled out. I forgot to show you doing that because I had to dash out and get another pipe because somebody's put the markings on hot and cold wrong way around. So when I checked the measurement, I was going to the wrong side, so I had another couple of 100 mil short because of that. So yeah, I just went and changed one of the pipes. The reason why that tap's at an angle is because it was leaking from the joint here, and I've just had to nip it up a bit. As you can see, we haven't got a sink here at the moment, so these taps won't be used, and when we do put a sink here, this lot will be replaced anyway. So I had to worry about that. But yeah, it looks alright. It's got a little light to say when it's on, as you can probably see there, and it does have a temperature setting by that dial. So I've just put it on for a bit just to test it and make sure it warms up okay, make sure there's no leaks anywhere as it gets warm. I did have a leak, quite a big one actually, because this one had already been was already open and always had been, and it didn't drip any water, so I just thought it was an old connection what somebody had replaced with this one. But no, when the tank got full, it just poured out, which was quite funny really, because I was trying to keep me finger over that while I was holding a bottle on the tap what I was bleeding it to, and I couldn't reach the pump, so I had to shout Debbie to come and turn the pump off. But yeah, which is hence the puddle on the floor and all the other bits and bobs. Yeah, it was a bit of a panic, but funny. So anyway, as I say, we'll try that and see how the hot water is. I've only put it on low just to test it, and yeah, then we'll when we get down here we'll be able to have when we get moved down to this end we'll be able to have proper showers once the builders have gone and sorted. So this is only really going to be used for the shower. It'll just save me carrying water all the way up to the caravan all the time. You know, it takes sort of 3 of us, it uses probably 40 odd litres of water. Oh, that's what we cart up. So yeah, having this will just mean we've got mains water, or our main water, down into the bathroom, and we'll just shower down there.
So thanks to everybody who's watched this week. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Yeah, comments, please make plenty of comments, and if you've got any ideas for us, that's great too. We've got all the links in the description for the Let's Go for you to get a discount on. and there's also links for ko-fi.com, etc. So have a look at those, and we'll see you next week.